Come on, donkey. Go get us a drink. Oh, donkey, that's a bad Moses. Oh, come on. Oh, stupid beast. Ah, bah humbug. Oh, I'm gonna sell you for 2 rubles. Get in here. Oh, come on, Mosey. Get to the barn. Oh, what is this contraption? Dang whippersnappers. Come on, Mosey. A few more steps and we'll get some sweet in there. Alright, what's going on in there? What's going on?
Marmalade, you're just in time.
In time for what?
Counselor's meeting.
What? I thought it was happy hour.
No, come take a seat. Take a seat.
You see, I was just explaining to Sidrigailov how I read this paper back in the university about the Übermensch theory. And while reading it, I became completely obsessed with the ideals of crime. And I wrote my own paper, the thesis of that paper was the extraordinary man theory. And in it, I discussed the ideas of how there are 2 types of men in this world. Ordinary men and extraordinary men. And those who are extraordinary should be able to get away with crimes they have committed if they are to benefit the rest of humanity.
Do you see yourself as an extraordinary man?
I see myself as an ordinary man, but I have done extraordinary actions.
What extraordinary actions have you done?
Well, you see, a while back, I...
Hold on 1 minute. What is it? I don't know you.
Look.
No.
Oh, look, it's another pledge. It's a silver cigarette case. Well, it smokes.
It doesn't feel like silver. It don't sound like silver. I don't get.
Done.
Oh.
So see, the problems I had were pretty messed up.
I agree.
And what is your issue, Svidrigailov?
Well, you see, a couple years ago, my wife needed a governess for our children. And she hired a 16-year-old girl named Dunya. She's one of the most beautiful girls I have ever seen.
Now, you can't say that.
Counselor.
Please continue.
Thank you. Well, you see, just like you, how you're obsessed with crime, I'm obsessed with staying young. And when I saw Dunya, it made me flash back to all the good times when I was young, and when I met my wife and everything was good. And when I started to flirt with her, you know...
I'll drop you.
Sorry. But you see, I started to flirt with her and she quit. Just right there, she quit. And I started to forget, but then, you know, everything went back to normal and I was with my wife and, well, the wife died. And in her will, she left Dunya 3,000 rubles. And it reminded me of Dunya. I was like, oh yeah, Dunya. I'll go see her again. So I set on my way to Petersburg to try find Dunya. And I found her, and she rejected me once again. And I just went into depression, and I was so mad. And you see, I started having these dreams. And this one dream, I'll explain to you. It was,
I'm so lost!
Young girl, are you okay?
I can't find my way home!
Come with me, come with me. Are you okay? Here.
Hey, big boy! Looking for a good time?
What? And I was like...
Man, I thought I was messed up.
Yeah, well, what's your problem? Why are you here?
Yes, please
Wow.
tell us.
Well, you see, I was in my nice, kind of crappy home the one evening, and it's right on the table. I was feeling all down and depressed, and on that table, there was a nice set of rubles. There were some nice rubles. So I took those rubles down to the bar, and I bought a drink. And as I was drinking, I drank more and more until all the rubles were gone. And then I realized, oh boy, I just spent all my family's money. I was there that night. I met a man named Raskolnikov, and I basically spelled out my whole life story into his face. And I sadly realized I was destroying my family's life. I drank away all our money, and I just realized the pain and hardship that we were going through. My daughter's a prostitute, for crying out loud.
Your daughter's a prostitute?
Anyways, it made me think about all the bad things I've done to my family. Put them through a lot of hard times because I have issues. Because I drink, because I'm unhappy. And I'm unhappy because I drink.
Alright, I'm gonna stop you there, Marmalade. I've been taking notes, and I've noticed a similarity between all of you. You're all unwell, I guess, and you're all obsessed with something. And through this, you do some kind of action, and you became delirious, and your inner nature became out. Raskolnikov, you were obsessed with crime. You went to try test out your own theory, and thus you killed the lady, and it overtook you. You became delirious and you couldn't control your own self. Suchigala, you are unwell too. You are obsessed with trying to stay youthful and through young girls. And you said that you felt very awake during this dream that you had. And maybe this shows that, just like Raskolnikov, you have experienced an unwell state where you can't control your own actions. And Marmaladov, you are obsessed with trying to be the man that your wife has always wanted. Through being obsessed to try to be a better man, you realize that you cannot ever be this man. And you go and drink to try numb the pain of this depression. And as you are drinking, you don't realize that you are a good man. When you are drunk, you are also in some sort of delirium, just like Raskolnikov and Svidrigailov. And you reveal your inner nature of how you really want to try be a better man, but you can't. Now what I really want to focus on is Raskolnikov and Svidrigailov here. They both have a deep obsession over Dunya. Raskolnikov is obsessed with Dunya in a way that he is too protective over her. And Svidrigailov is obsessed with Dunya in a way that he loves her too much. Through this obsession, you both have created some sort of rivalry. And in this rivalry, you created a conflict in which you both will fail. Through this conflict, you both can't realize that Dunya cannot be either of yours. She will not always be there under your wing, Raskolnikov. And Svidrigailov, she is way too young. You both need to realize that Dunya cannot be either of yours, and that she needs to be set free.
Are you ready for this?
Mine sound the same.
Take two.
As if you go.